Imagine stepping into a world where every stone whispers secrets, where the patterns etched in the jungle's canopy mirror the mysteries of the cosmos. This is the saga of the Maya, a civilization whose story stretches across millennia, from the first humble seeds planted in the earth to towering temples that reached for the heavens. Their legacy, inscribed in intricate glyphs and etched into the ruins of once thriving city-states, challenges us to ask, what does it mean to innovate, to adapt, and to endure? Today, we undertake a journey through the complete history of the Maya, a story woven from triumph, transformation, and timeless resilience. Long before grand monuments and celestial calendars, our story begins with the first peoples who ventured into the lush lowlands of southern Mexico and Central America. Beginning around 2600 BCE and continuing around 2000 BCE, groups of semi-nomadic pioneers began to domesticate plants and establish settlements. They transformed the forested lowlands into fertile agricultural lands by domesticating maize, beans, squash, and chili peppers, staples that would not only nourish them, but also ignite the spark of a new way of life. Imagine early families gathering around communal hearths as they learned the secret art of agriculture, a revolutionary act of turning nature's abundance into predictable sustenance. Archaeological treasures like Aguada Phoenix and Nakabe reveal more than simple settlements. They show us the birth of ceremony, early ritual, and art. These communities laid the groundwork for a culture that, even in its infancy, began to speak of the divine in the everyday. In every carefully planted seed, the Maya were already writing the prologue to a civilization that would one day rival the stars themselves. As the centuries turned, the Maya evolved from isolated agricultural villages into more complex societies. During the pre-classic period, from roughly 2000 BCE to 250 CE, sedentism gave way to the rise of ceremonial centers and early urbanism. Imagine communities buzzing with activities as the first monumental architecture took shape. Platforms, temples, and plazas emerging from the earth like whispers of an unseen future. In this era, not only did people refine their farming techniques, but they also began to explore the realm of art, ritual, and proto-writing. Early forms of hieroglyphic communication were laid down on clay and stone, hinting at a sophisticated worldview that intertwined myth and reality. These formative years were a time of experimentation and innovation, a period when the seeds of later cosmic calendars and intricate social hierarchies were first sown. The pre-classic Maya were the pioneers of their time, crafting early water management systems, developing the first complex trade networks, and setting the stage for the extraordinary cultural achievements that would follow. Their innovations reminded us of the earliest chapters of civilization are often the most daring and profound. Then came the Classic period, a dazzling era from 250 to 900 CE, when the Maya reached the zenith of their artistic, architectural, and intellectual achievements. Picture soaring pyramids and vast plazas in cities like Tikal, Palenque, Copan, and Calakmul. Urban centers alive with the hum of ritual, commerce, and warfare. At the heart of these bustling cities stood the divine king, the Kaul Ajab, whose authority was seen as both earthly and celestial. These rulers not only governed, but also orchestrated elaborate ceremonies designed to maintain the cosmic order. Imagine the reverberating beats of ceremonial drums and the shimmering glow of torches during rituals that linked the human world with the heavens. Monumental stelae and intricately painted murals recorded battles, dynastic successions, and the movements of the celestial bodies, each inscription a verse in the epic poem of Maya civilization. The classic Maya were master mathematicians and astronomers, crafting calendars so precise that they foretold solar and lunar eclipses with astonishing accuracy. Their achievements in art and architecture were not merely expressions of beauty, they were statements of cosmic order and political might. Every temple, every carved glyph was a bold declaration of a people who believed that the fate of the cosmos and the destiny of their city-states were inextricably intertwined. Yet even the most brilliant civilizations faced moments of profound change. As the 9th century dawned, many of the great classic centers were suddenly abandoned, swallowed by the relentless advance of the jungle. What dark forces conspired to halt this age of splendor? Scholars suggest a complex web of factors, including environmental degradation, overpopulation, prolonged drought, and internal strife, led to the decline and transformation of the lowland cities. But this dramatic turning point was not the end of the Maya story. It was a transfiguration. In the wake of collapse, the Maya did not vanish into oblivion. Instead, they transformed, migrating and regrouping in the northern lowlands and highlands. New centers, such as Chichen Itza and Mayapan, emerged as hubs of political and cultural innovation. Although these post-classic cities were different, smaller in scale and marked by new artistic styles, they carried the essence of Maya identity. They adapted to shifting environmental and political realities, reinventing rituals and reviving trade networks. This era challenged us to reflect on the nature of decline and renewal. What seems like an ending may only be a prelude to transformation, a powerful reminder that cultures are not static relics, but living, evolving entities. The resilience of the Maya in reinventing themselves after catastrophe offers timeless lessons on the power of adaptation and the indomitable human spirit. The arrival of the Spanish conquistadors in the early 16th century marked the beginning of a prolonged period of conflict and change for Maya societies, with the last Maya state falling in 1697. Although the Spanish conquest brought violence, disease, and profound disruption to the Maya world, it did not erase the Maya people. Instead, it reshaped their society, blending ancient traditions with new influences under the pressure of colonial rule. Imagine the courage of the Maya communities as they navigated a turbulent era, clinging to ancient rituals, languages, and customs, despite the forces of imperial conquest. Even as monumental cities fell silent, the heart of Maya culture continued to beat in rural villages, where traditional ceremonies, agriculture, and kinship ties persisted. The struggle for survival in a new world was fierce, yet the Maya spirit endured, adapting to the changing tides while preserving the essence of their heritage. The story of the conquest is not solely one of loss and devastation. It is also a symbol of resilience and continuity. The Maya managed to keep their cultural identity alive, a legacy that still flourishes in modern communities across Guatemala, Mexico, Belize, and beyond. In recent decades, advancements in technology have significantly expanded our understanding of Maya history. With the advent of LiDAR, satellite imagery, and digital mapping, archaeologists are uncovering lost cities, intricate canal systems, and long-forgotten trade routes hidden beneath the dense jungle canopies. Picture a PhD student armed with high-tech sensors and a passion for discovery, revealing a lost city from hundreds of miles away. Each new finding a reminder that the past is still alive, waiting to be reinterpreted. Modern Maya descendants, over 6 million strong, continue to speak their ancient languages and celebrate festivals rooted in traditions that stretch back thousands of years. Their vibrant ceremonies, intricate textiles, and communal agricultural practices are living witness to a civilization that refuses to be forgotten. Today, the Maya remind us that culture is not merely a collection of relics in a museum. It's a dynamic, ever-evolving force that shapes our identity and our future. As we stand on the brink of new discoveries, the Maya story beckons us to consider the delicate balance between progress and preservation. It challenges us to learn from a great past marked by both incredible achievements and hard-won resilience. A past that continues to offer lessons in sustainability, adaptability, and the enduring power of community. The history of the Maya is not a closed chapter, but an expansive epic unfolding like a timeless tale. From the bold experiments of early agriculturalists to the luminous grandeur of classic city-states, from a dramatic collapse that spurred transformation to the modern-day preservation of a people whose legacy thrives. Rich with innovation, struggle, and profound beauty, their journey challenges us to see a potential for reinvention. As we reflect on the intricate dance between nature and culture, the celestial and the terrestrial, we are reminded that the Maya are not relics of a bygone era, but a living heritage that continues to inspire us to dream, question, and build a future that honors the eternal interplay of life and time.